What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this military talk, man. Today we got a special video, man. Special guest over here with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
How's it going? My name is Pfc Cortes, Pfc Cortes. I was in the U.S. Army. Um, started off at um, Georgia, Fort Benning. That's where I went to OSUT, one unit station training. Spent a year in Korea, Camp Casey. From there, I went to 3rd TR in Fort Hood, and then I got out back to civilian life.
So, one question that I like asking everybody when they first come in: what made you join the military?
Uh, well, ever since I was young, I always had this passion for aviation. I wanted to become a fighter pilot, and all throughout high school, I said I wanted to join the Air Force, become a fighter pilot. And then I ended up not doing any of that until I was like 22. One day I decided, you know what, let me do something with my life. I didn't go to college, so I was like, let me do something. Let me try to actually do this and join. Actually join, actually do it. And so I went. I tried with the Air Force. Couldn't do it with the Air Force because their offices were closed, and I didn't want to make an appointment. So we ended up talking to the Navy. Navy ended up not having a job for me because I didn't have security clearance back then. Well, I mean, I still don't have security clearance, but I wasn't a citizen back then, so I couldn't get security clearance. And I was just a resident. And I ended up going Army, infantry. And I always said that if I couldn't be a pilot, I wanted to be a sniper or some kind of soldier.
Can you get the mic a little bit closer
Yeah,
to you?
how's that?
Let me see. Audio check. Can you let me know how the audio is now, please? Thank you very
Is that better?
much. Yeah, hopefully. So, what year was this?
This was 2010. 2010.
And you went straight to basic training right after, or what do you have to do?
Yeah, I went to, well, I signed up in April, but my resident card was gonna expire in 2 months, so they didn't let me ship out right away. I had to renew my contract for August, and I waited. August came, shipped out to Georgia, and did my infantry school, my infantry training. And well, infantry does OSUT, so we do uh, AIT and basically infantry school and basic all in one combined.
They asked if you can put your mic a little closer. Just put it in front of you, Walter, please.
Yeah,
No, no, like closer
just
to
like
you.
right
Yeah.
here. All right.
Oh, yeah.
That
So, how was basic training once you got to basic?
uh, it was a little different than what I thought. It was both harder and easier than I thought. Um, there was definitely a lot of yelling, but not as much as I thought, and it was a lot tougher in some areas than I thought it was going to be. For me, my biggest challenge was the physical part of it. I'm tend to be a big boy, so running all that stuff is a little bit hard for me. But I ended up making it. I graduated December 2010. Got shipped out. Went to Korea. It was good.
How was Korea? Let me before we go to Korea. Anything that you like, something that stands out on basic training? Any crazy
Mm,
stories?
crazy stories.
Nothing.
I mean, there's just there's a lot of crazy stories. Some of them I don't want to talk about. Um,
One that stands out, like
there was this dude. Um, he was kind of big and stuff, and people thought that he wasn't gonna be able to run and stuff, and he ended up being one of our fastest runners.
huh.
I was like, and it's funny because a lot of things ended up being the opposite of what we thought. A lot of things end up being that it's not what it seems type of thing, where uh, a lot of things that I noticed is the biggest, toughest guys that act all tough are actually the ones that start crying first. So, um, and then the quiet ones that think nobody's gonna make it are the ones that end up outshining everybody else.
Damn. Let me go to the comments. 420 bed. Good evening, brothers. Hey, what's going on, brother? Thank you for checking the channel, man. Hey, I got something for you already, man. It came in today, so stay ready. So right after basic training in Korea, how was that? Were you expecting to go to Korea? Did you knew you were going to Korea?
No, actually, when I joined, I figured they were gonna send me to Afghanistan or something. Um, and then I got Korea. I got orders for Korea, and I showed up. It was different. It was kind of like, so I'm from Mexico. It reminded me a lot of Mexico, but just the language was different. The architecture was kind of a lot similar. There's a little bit of everything over there. You see, if you're in the city, you see big tall buildings. If you're out in the countryside, you see like farms and stuff. And it reminded me a lot of being in Mexico. Just everything was in Korean, but because it's a different feeling, Korea, than the U.S. Same as Mexico and the U.S. Korea has more of a Mexico feel. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like the architecture. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just an energy, a feeling. But I got there when it was really cold. It was snowing and stuff. I wasn't used to the snow, being from Texas.
Damn.
So, actually, the coldest I've ever been was in a mountain up in a ammo point guard in Korea.
Really?
That was the coldest I've ever
So
been.
how was getting to to your first unit?
We show up at the airport. Bus picks us up. We go through in processing. We show up. I forget the name of the. We show up at a little base, and I don't know if it's in Seoul. I don't remember. Well, it's not that little, but you do a little bit of in processing there. You get all your equipment, all your stuff. And then we got sent to a smaller little post. I don't remember the names. Um, I think that's where actually we did the paperwork at the first stop, and then we did all the CIF and stuff um, at the little one, and then from there I got sent to Camp Casey.
Camp Casey.
Camp Casey, you show up. They actually drove us to Camp Hobie, which is right behind Camp Casey, and then they split us up into buses. It's like, hey, if you're going this, depending on what your order said, this bus going this way, this place going this way, or this truck or whatever. And then you get sent to your battalion. From there, they split you off to your company, and then your platoon, and so on and so forth.
How was that?
I don't remember much of it. I remember that our barracks wasn't done yet, or it was being fixed up or remodeled, or something was up with the barracks. We had issues getting rooms, so we had to like partner up like 3 or 4 people to a room while they got our barracks fixed. Damn. Eventually, they got that ready, and we had some really nice rooms. And then after that, it was just regular old.
How long you were over there?
A year.
A year.
Mm-hmm.
Was that what kind of unit was that over
there? We were mechanized infantry. Mm-hmm.
Mechanized.
2ID. What was it? Able Company 29. Yeah, keep up the fire.
What was your position over there?
I was a jump gunner, because there was 5 privates that showed up at my platoon at that time. I was the highest ranking one. I was a private first class. Everybody else was an E1 or E2. They needed 4 drivers, so they made them all drivers. They had the Bradleys. They made them drivers, and then I was kind of just an extra person, and they made me a jump gunner. So in case any track needed a driver or a gunner, I would fill up the spot. I was just a backup.
I was gonna ask, what's a jump gunner?
Yeah, I was a backup in case driver went to sick call or something, and they needed a driver. I had to.
But I would have thought the highest ranking it would be like straight driver, no? Like more responsibility.
Well, no, actually they gave it to the. So
the lowest ranking.
The highest rankings go in the turret.
Uh-huh.
And it's usually an E5 or higher.
Yeah,
so
that's the gunner.
Yeah, but they were low on E5s at that time. They were waiting for some more personnel, and they made me a jump gunner. So I started learning on the gun. So privates usually don't learn.
What gun were you?
It's the Bradley has a 25 mic, 25
25.
millimeter. Yep.
I don't know, not bro. I'm not a light infantry, bro. I'm an infantry guy, but light
Yeah,
infantry is a different monster.
Bradley's a monster. It's 25 mic. It has two tow missiles. It has a 7.62 coax.
Do y'all do a lot of live fire?
Uh, Not as much as you think we should, but we did some. I never actually got to shoot because by the time that we did the live fires, we had some new E5s come in and they took my place as the gunner. So,
Man, that sucks.
yeah, I did. I since I was the jump gunner, I did get to sit in the. We were some other people's tracks weren't working or they needed maintenance or something. So while we were out of gunnery, they used some other crews used our Bradley to shoot and practice. And me being the jump gunner, I had to sit in the back, make sure they didn't break nothing. But it. So I got to be there with the live fire. I just wasn't in the turret. I was in the back.
And
But it was still fun.
I got a message from comment from 420 bit. As 88 Mike. While in a gun truck, it was usually the lowest rank to drive.
Yeah, that's how it was. They picked the lowest privates to be the driver.
Well, I don't know that's what it is on regular trucks, but I was like, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
being a Bradley is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually you keep it Mercedes. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. So how long you were over there for?
A year. From
A year.
Got there January 2011 and left January.
How was
2012.
it?
It was good. It was fun. There wasn't really much to do, especially for infantry. Just training, and then every now and then, when they needed a job done, they would send the infantry to get it done. For example, there was a flood that hit right outside post, and
Are those the pictures that we got over here? Yeah.
there was a flood, and we had to go. We had just come. I don't know if it was from a gunnery or the EIB training. We had been out in the field for like 2 weeks, and we were expecting a 4-day weekend when we came back. But we didn't even get a regular weekend because we went out there to help them out.
Damn.
Clean up, shovel dirt, throw out trash, stuff like that. And then I think the next weekend after that, we ended up getting a 4-week or something. I don't remember. But, yeah, definitely the infantry got sent to do stuff because we were the ones that were free.
Damn.
If we were not training.
Hey, man, something, side note real quick. It's storming really bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't lose power. Hopefully we don't lose internet. But it's horrible outside. Just so you know, if it cuts off, it's not me. Hopefully we don't lose power though. 420 bit. Do you get to travel while in Korea?
I didn't do much traveling myself. There is a lot of opportunity with the USO and stuff that the post offers. But as an infantryman, you don't get a lot of free time.
Damn.
Or you can't really make a lot of plans because you get called back on alert or stuff like that. Like if you make a trip, it's hard to get that clearance to go away that far. But I mean, there is a lot of opportunity. You just gotta know how to plan it right.
Korea. So do you learn the language while you over there? Do you
know
do
what?
you try?
I learned about 5 words. I love languages, so I really dropped the ball on that one. They did offer free classes too, and I didn't go.
Man, that sucks.
I didn't go.
That would be badass.
By the time we were released, I was just tired. I just wanted to go, rest or something. But yeah, I regret not learning the language.
Damn.
I do.
So,
I do want to learn it eventually.
After
though.
Korea, what you got? What was next?
I got sent. I came back home, took a month off leave, and then got sent to Fort Hood. Third CR.
What were you doing over there?
Mechanized unit, but with strikers. But I was not. I was just regular foot infantry. I did not work with the mechanized at all. Which was interesting because I really wanted to see the difference between the working on a Bradley versus working on a striker.
So why did you get to work on them though?
You just get assigned. It's your you get assigned whether you're part of the vehicle crew or just the regular infantry. Dismount, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But shit, I guess dismount is less responsibility, no?
Yeah, we didn't have to work on the motor pool.
Do
We didn't have to work on
motor pool
yeah,
Mondays?
we just show up. The strikers are all ready to go, We don't have to do inventory. We don't have to do any of that stuff.
Man, we were attached to a scout unit. Well, we were only, it was few of us infantry. We were the motor guys for them. And man, I used to hate motor pool Mondays, man. Because even though like we were not mechanized, since we had a 120, we still had our truck. So our truck was assigned to us. So we had to do layouts every freaking Monday. Go through everything. Sometimes we didn't do anything. You just do drills with the gun. But motor pool Mondays, I hate them, bro. I
Yeah,
hate them.
I remember motor pool Mondays at in Korea.
Yeah.
Definitely. My favorite part was you show up to the motor pool. First thing you do is get a monster. There was a little truck that drove around selling breakfast sandwiches. Get a nice breakfast croissant.
In Korea?
Cold monster, yeah.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah. That was the best
At the
part.
motor pool.
At the motor pool. It would drive into the motor pool.
That's fucking
A
ridiculous.
little gut truck. I mean, I don't know if they still do it, but
Hell no.
So, or you could always go like our motor pool was in walking distance from the little PX that they had. So
any crazy shit that you did over there?
Korea? Just drinking, a lot of drinking. I remember me and my buddies were trying to pregame for July 4th. We ended up drinking so much we couldn't even drink on July 4th. We just ended up getting wasted on July 3rd.
God damn, bro. It started on the 3rd.
Started on the 3rd, never made it to the 4th.
That's crazy.
But yeah, definitely it was a lot of the cool thing about Korea, or the best memories I have, is my squad. It's the closest I've been to my squad, any part of my military career. We were just really, really tight.
That's what's up. I've seen a lot of pictures. Well, he sent me a lot of. Well, I've seen a lot of pictures, but what's too many, bro? But I seen y'all were always out eating, fucking around. Got 420 bed. I hated motor pool Mondays. I mean, you and me both, bro. Yeah, I hated layouts, man.
Well, the thing was, I wasn't the driver, so motor pool Mondays, I had to be there, but I didn't have to do anything.
I was a driver, so I had to take care of everything.
I only had to do stuff if the driver didn't show up. Or I had to help out a little bit, but the main responsibility was on the drivers.
Yeah, I had 2 trucks, so I had to take care of everything, man. But it was good because, I had a privates that would hey, lay out everything out. So I didn't have to do much. Years ago, dealing with the paperwork. Man, so Korea, and then came back to stateside. All this time you were single the whole time?
Yeah.
Because I heard that.
Well, okay, I met somebody online while I was in Korea, and then we met up in real life for the first time when I got back to the States.
Because from people that I talked to that been stationed in Korea, they said that if you're not single, you will be single.
Yeah,
there's that. Get back.
There's definitely that.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I never been there. Said man, if you're not single, you're gonna be single by the time you come back.
Also, anybody that goes to Korea should be careful with them soju kettles. You know
what?
Soju kettles?
What is
you know
that?
what a soju is? You know what
No.
soju is? So soju is Korean liquor.
Okay.
And that thing will hit you. They put it into. They make these soju kettles. I don't know if they still do, but when I was there, they make these thing called soju kettles, where it's basically like fruit juice or Kool-Aid or something with the soju in it. And so you're drinking, you can't really feel it, and then it hits you all of a sudden. So soju has definitely impacted a lot of privates' lives in the military.
Soju. Hey,
soju.
Man, you learn something every day. I
Yeah.
didn't know. Damn. But I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that I wanted from the military is travel, though. At least besides Korea, any other place you went over there?
No.
Like crazy?
I really wanted to go to Japan because Japan's right there close to Korea, but I never got that chance.
So whenever you got back, you were over there for 1 year.
1 year, correct.
Then you came back and you were at
Fort Hood.
Fort Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Hood. How long you were in Fort Hood for?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. How was Fort Hood?
It's funny because when I first got my orders for Fort Hood, I got orders for 3rd TR, and I forget who it was. Somebody in my squad just laughed, and they were like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "Wow, is it that bad?" But I got there, and it wasn't that bad. I think one of my favorite memories was I got to Fort Hood. I did in processing. Then I got sent to my so there, it's a cav unit, so it's a little different. Instead of battalion, they call it, what do they call it?
Oh, you were with a cab unit?
It was a cav unit,
Okay. I was with a cab unit.
third
too.
TR, yeah. Um, so I show up to the equivalent of a company. What was it called? I forget what it's called. I'm having a brain fart right now, but I got sent to my platoon. I got assigned the platoon, and then they assigned me to a squad. And then between the two team leaders, they flipped a coin because nobody wanted me. They flipped the coin to.
Fucking shitbag, bro. Were you a shitbag or what? Why you didn't want you?
No, I was just new. Nobody wanted to deal with the new guy.
Ah, sucks.
Nobody wants to deal with the paperwork and the new recruit and showing them around and stuff.
Yeah.
They flipped the coin, and my buddy, the one who he lost, he's like, damn it. He took me under his wing, and we became really good friends, actually. Really, really good friends.
I guess it's on.
I haven't talked to him in a while, but he knows who he is.
Damn, bro. So, well, you were over there for 2 years. Anything crazy happened over there?
Not really. I mean, I wasn't one of those guys who likes to go out and drink and stuff. Usually it's my squad mates pulling me to go out and stuff. And so I do remember having a lot of fun going to bars and stuff. Because once they made me go out, I actually started enjoying myself. Yeah.
And so you were over there for 2 years. And then after that?
I got out and came back home to Houston.
You got out the military from there. So you were, what, 3 years?
3 years. Yeah, I got out for fitness. I got chapter 13, I think it's called.
Chapter 13.
Yeah, because so I heard I did 2 Manchu miles in Korea. A Manchu mile is this 25 mile ruck march that they do going up and down a mountain, and it's kind of like a commemorative event. And it's big there in Korea. Everybody who goes there does it at least once. And I did 2 of them, and it messed up my knee, but to the point where sometimes I couldn't walk. But it was something that came and went. It wasn't there all the time. So when I went to sick call, there was nothing wrong with me. And so they were like, just go to sick call in Fort Hood, because it was like between that transition period between Fort Hood and Korea. And when I got to Fort Hood, I told them I couldn't run. I couldn't do PT because of my knee. And they were like, well, go to sick call and get a profile. I tried going to sick call. They were like, well, the next appointment's 3 weeks out. I'm like, well, can I get a profile till then? They're like, no, until you see the doctor. And so I failed like my first 3 PT tests right off the bat, and then I lost what little fitness I had. And so once my knee, eventually when I saw the doctor, my knee, because it came and went, so my knee was okay. Doctor said there's nothing wrong with you. And then I went back, and eventually my knee just stopped. It started being okay, but by then I had lost all my fitness, and then I had a hard time passing the next PT test. And then after that, I just got chapter out for fitness.
Damn, that's crazy. So whenever you get chapter out like that, what is that?
So
what happens?
It's just like I mean, I got out with honors. It's just the process, like kind of like ETSing out.
Is it an honorable discharge?
It's an honorable discharge, yeah.
Okay.
Or I said with honors, but yeah, I'm an honorable discharge.
So do you still gotta? I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. Do you still gotta do your reserve time, or how does
From
that
what
work?
I understood, no, because it wasn't like a regular ETS. It was like cut all ties, like you're done with your contract. Because I didn't keep up my part of the contract, sort of thing. Because I was supposed to stay in shape and be able to pass a PT test. I don't know. I don't really remember all the legal parts of it. But as far as I know, no, I don't need to finish that.
I got it. Hey, that's a good question for 20 bet. What did your leadership do to help you with your fitness?
My leadership tried to keep on. He even asked me. He gave me extra tries. He's like, "Hey, do you want to stay and you want to just keep going?" Because there wasn't really much my leadership could do.
So it was mental more than physical, you think?
Well, the thing was, my knee would lock up to the point where I couldn't walk, but it would only last for a day or 2, and then I'd go a week without it, and then it would come back, and I never knew what it was.
But do you want to stay in or you wanted to get out?
At first, I wanted to stay in,
Uh huh.
but then after having failed so many PT tests and being out of shape, and I got to the point where like I felt like it was too much. Plus, the unit I was in was not gonna. I was gonna ETS out before they deployed, so I figured there was no point in me staying around.
Oh, so you were not gonna release?
I was not gonna realize, no, not unless something dramatically changed or
Yeah.
something.
Damn. So you were just gonna do your 4 years?
I was just gonna do my 4 years, get out,
Yeah.
because there was really not much as an infantryman. There was not a lot to do in Fort Hood.
Well, shit, you could have waited for orders. Like, well, like
I
to
spent
me,
2 years waiting for orders.
bro, I spent 4 years, almost 5 years
Well,
in Fort Polk. But yeah, well, yeah, I guess it's different because Sadiq got deployed to Afghanistan. Then we went to New York for what is it called? Oh my God, training cadets. Damn, I forgot.
oh,
What
West
is
Point.
West Point, and then went to Cuba. Well, we're not in Fort Polk for a lot. Like we're out of that. Did they flag you after you failed your PT?
Yeah, I was
Your PT?
flagged. So I got flagged for overweight. That's why I never made specialist, because I was PFC when I came in as PFC, and then after a certain time, it's an automatic. You know, as long as you're not flagged or anything, it's an automatic promotion to specialist, and then from there on, you build your points to become a sergeant or an NCO.
I didn't even think about that. That's right, because
Yeah.
once you do time in service, you get your specialist. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
so I didn't. I forget who it was, but at the time, the sergeant that was in charge of me, he told me, "You're up for your specialist promotion, but you're not going to get it because you're flagged for overweight." And I was like, "Roger that."
Well, you did have to pass a PT test before you get promoted, though.
Yeah, so
I do remember that.
I don't remember that, but
Yeah. Damn. I got I know I missed one comment. Do you still have issues with your knee?
uh, yes and no. I have issues with my knee, not the same issue I had that kept me from doing the PT, because that just eventually went away on its own, never came back. But after ruck marching and all that stuff, like now, like it hurts to like take a knee and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I never said anything when I did my physical, because I just wanted to get out, get it over with.
That's the dumbest things people can do. I'm
Yeah,
not lying.
I know. I regret it as soon after. But the thing is, I don't have any like actual symptoms. So if I tell them that it hurts or something, like there's nothing, they're just gonna look at it and say you're fine.
So, let me ask you a question. You got honorable discharge.
Hmm.
Do you still get BA benefits?
Yes. So there's depending on your time, you get a certain percentage of it. Me, I get the time I served was like 2 years, 7 months, or something like that. I get 90% of my benefits.
What do you mean 2 years, 7 months? If you were 1 year in one and 2 years in the other one, that's 3 years.
Well, no, almost 2 years in Fort Hood. It wasn't actually 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
I was rounding up. I rounded up to
damn.
yeah.
Hey,
That was
man,
about,
it's nasty out
Yeah.
there, man. Really nasty.
So if I had done, I think like 2 or 3 months more, if I had stayed 2 or 3 months longer, I would have gotten 100% of my benefits. But at the moment I got out, I only got 90%, which I actually started going to school and using. So definitely use your GI Bill if you can.
So you got GI Bill right now. So
Mhm.
the BA, does the BA, you go to the BA, does the BA take care of you?
I don't go to the VA. I've never gone. I should really go and
Why?
find out. I just never done it.
But
Never
what?
made. I don't know. It's a good question.
You know what? Hey, wow. Rewind. We're not rewind this shit. I've been knowing this guy. This is the first time I'm talking to him about his military career. This is the first time I learned where he been. But I've been knowing this guy since we were in high school. Motherfucker, you know me and we never went to the BA. I do remember talking
Yeah,
to
we
you
did talk
as to
about
get
it.
your shit ready.
And then I never did
And
it.
you never did.
Yeah.
Bro, look, man. Like I've been telling you, see, first example right here. I've been telling everybody, man. One of the things that you did, regardless of what happened, bro, you need to go to the BA. I know, man. Look, 420
I'm gonna
bet.
work on it. I'm gonna work on it. Definitely gonna work
I've
on
been
it.
telling this fool. I remember we had this conversation. Now I remember we had this
Yeah, we
conversation
did.
before. and you keep saying that you didn't have your paperwork, and I kept
No,
telling
no,
you
no. I
as,
said I had to find it.
and you never did.
I never did.
And I told you I will drive you to the BA, bro. I offered to drive this fool to the BA and take him to the consular, and he never. You motherfucker.
I'll do it. I'll do
Now,
it. I'll
now
do it.
that we back in touch, you ass fucking get that shit ready when we go over
Roger
there.
that.
Man, one of the things that I push a lot in this channel is get your benefits, go to the BA, free healthcare, man. Motherfucker right here. You see, got me mad. I haven't been cussing him today. This first video I was able to go make money, not no more. Ah, damn it, bro. So, the only thing that you're getting right now is the GI Bill.
GI Bill. Yeah.
You're not getting any other benefits from them.
No.
How long you been out?
Since 2013. So 11 years. If I'm doing my math right.
Ah, you're an idiot.
Yes. Yes, I am. Sometimes.
Man, bro, like this is one of the things, man, that a lot of veterans don't understand, man. Like me, on my case was I didn't know anything about the BA. You know, I had to find out on my own. And now that I'm here, you know, I'm able to trying to guide people, trying to tell people what to do. And man, we've been knowing each
that's
other.
actually part of the problem. Like, one, I don't even know what benefits I'm entitled to.
I'm right here. What
I know.
we
I
can
should
go
have
to the
asked you. I
consulate.
know.
No, look, I'm not saying I don't know
But
what benefits you can.
but
I,
also there's the
all
issue of
situations.
like if I go and then like they don't find any like actual symptoms
Look,
and then
check
they
this
think
out.
I'm lying or something.
Let me tell you what happened. Whenever you go to the BA, let me tell you my experience when I went to the BA. I want to talk with her because I know the camera's over there and I feel weird. But it's like the very first time I went to the BA, you go to the counselor and he's a counselor right there. They will guide you. They will tell you, hey, you know, you got your DD 214. You know, what was your time in service? Boom. They go through everything. Right after that, they send you across the street to the actual BA to get the first thing you do is get your card, your BA card. Then they send you to what is it called, that office? Um, OEF and Iraqi something office so they can schedule your appointments. They're gonna run a full physical. They're not gonna ask you anything. They're gonna run a full physical. Once they go to they run the full physical. They're gonna assign you a doctor. Once they assign you the doctor, they're gonna go through everything you went through, and then they made the decision from there.
Oh, okay.
420 bed. Go on NPRC and request your service records. Make copies. That's right. That's what I had to do. Um, in the BA office is one office right there, right across the street, that you go and request your medical records. They will give you copies of your medical hard copies and a CD. Thank you, 420 Batman. I just remember I have forgot about that. They will give you your hard copies, and they will give you a CD with all your medical records. That way, you know everything that you went through the military. You know they're gonna have them right there. So once they do the evaluation, they go through them and tell you, hey, you're entitled to these benefits, you're entitled to this, you know. But if he's services out there that you can use, even if it's just healthcare, bro, why not get free healthcare? Like,
You're right.
why not get him? He's right there.
You're right.
So, damn, this motherfucker just pissed me off.
And then
Nope.
I'm sure I'm not the only veteran who
Well, the main
who
reason,
hasn't done that.
yeah, the main reason why I opened up this channel is because, you know, awareness, man. Military awareness. Once we do transition from civilian to military, no one helped me. You know, sometimes I would talk to people in the same way I'm talking to him. They were talking to me. Like, I remember this. It was a first sergeant. Never met this guy in my life. It was, well, master sergeant because he's out.
Yeah.
But he used to be a first sergeant because like, well, first sergeant, you master sergeant now. But I got you. So
First
he's
sergeant
like,
will always be first sergeant.
yeah, first sergeant always be first sergeant. I mean, you're master sergeant. You're not first sergeant no more. But he's like, son, have you ever? What the hell was wearing? I can't remember what shirt. Probably a unit shirt. And he's like, you out? Like, yeah, I've been out. The BA taking care of you? I was like, the BA? What the heck is the BA? And he's like, son, get my phone number, and I'm gonna walk you through it.
Dang.
So this guy, like literally random guy on the streets, asked me if I knew like if I was taking care of the BA. He told me where to go and who to talk to. Bro, that's all I needed. I went over there, got my ass over there, went over there. I didn't want to at the beginning, but I was like, man, you know what? Why not? Because I was paying for my first surgery. I pay out of pocket. No, I didn't even know the BA takes care of that shit. So when I went over there, they're like, yeah, man, like we can take care of all of this. This service connected. We can take care of it. So the knee, you got something with the knees, it's service connected. They can take care of it. So it's free benefits, Vato.
Yeah,
It's right there.
I'm definitely gonna
So
take you up on that.
your homework is tomorrow. Tomorrow, fucking weather is not this bad. We go to the fucking BA, man.
Well, I mean, I got stuff for tomorrow.
You ain't got shit to do tomorrow. What you
No,
fucking?
I gotta help a family out.
Man, you see?
But
That's what I'm talking
I'm definitely doing it. Come next week.
We got a 420 bit. Man, Sergeant P. I'm gonna call you Sergeant P, man. I didn't go for the first couple of years after IETS. Had to go to the ER and seen that bill. After that, I went to the BA. Hey, shit. That's exactly why I went to. Because the first bill that I got for my ankle, I like, hell no, I didn't have no health insurance. And they told me, like, the BA can take care of that. Shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been tough without
They-
health insurance.
They told me, it's like, hey, we cannot refund you for whatever. Because I took my medical bills. I like, look, this is what I did, you know. And like, we cannot reimburse you for the medical bills that you owe. You're going to have to pay those out of pocket. But
From here on out.
from here on out,
Yeah.
we can take care of you. So, yeah, you're right, man. Like, once you get that ER bill, that should be like more
Well, I mean,
motivation. Right there.
I'm lucky that I haven't had to go through something like that to like wake me up. Well, but definitely it's time. It's been time for a while. Definitely gonna do that.
Yeah,
Just not tomorrow.
this motherfucker right here. You see what I'm talking about,
I
man?
already promised somebody.
You
I
see
was
what I'm
gonna
talking
help 'em
about?
out.
Free help over here. The 9. All right, next Thursday, next Friday,
Okay.
early in the morning.
Definitely by next week.
I got shit to do in the evenings.
Okay. Cool.
Man, bro. So then you got out and you came back to Houston. How was that transition?
It wasn't as different as I thought it was gonna be because Fort Hood's only like 3.5 hours from here. So sometimes on longer weekends, I was able to drive home and stay. So I kind of it kind of almost felt like I wasn't that far from home. You know, I could come back, stay at my folks' place, and hang out, and then drive on Sunday back to Post.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's in Austin, no?
It's between it's close to Austin.
Yeah.
It's closer to Waco, I think. By Colleen, Texas.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. So I mean, that's good. At least you were close to home. What you end up doing right after you got out?
I don't remember. I think I was doing the printing business that I was doing with my dad at the time. My dad was doing the printing business by himself, and then I started helping him out for a bit.
Got
I
a
think that's what I was doing.
Sergeant P 420 bit. If you could do it over, would you pick a different MOS?
If I could, I would do something with aviation. Like, cause I love flying, and my only regret was not pushing to be a pilot. But if I could be a pilot, I'd definitely be a pilot. But if I couldn't be a pilot, I think infantryman was where it's at.
Man, let me ask you. Let's go back to the beginning. Was it not the one that told you to go infantry?
Yeah, I went infantry because of you.
I remember how, like, man, I like this fool, like.
My recruiter laughed at me. The whole recruiting
It was
office
me,
laughed at
right?
me.
The one that I told you to go infantry. You see, man? Hey, man, if I'm dumb, everybody's gonna be dumb. Yeah. Nah, because I remember you were smart. Like, you were you still book smart than a motherfucker. And
So that's the reason they were laughing at me, because I
Yeah.
got a 97 on my ASVAB.
yeah, and you went infantry.
And he got up. He's like, my recruiter's like, wait, you got a 97 on your ASVAB, and you want infantry? And he got up and he told the recruiting office. He's like, "Hey, this guy got a 97 on his ASVAB, and he's going infantry," and they all laughed. I didn't get the joke at the time. I got it later though.
Yeah.
I got it way
Well,
later.
I remember getting
But-
a 97 on my. I don't remember what was my asthma score, but I knew it was good for
But see,
infantry.
the
Hey,
thing
like, it
is,
was good for infantry.
the thing is, I feel like my recruiter could have done a little bit more because he told me, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "Well, what is there to pick from?"
Did
and
we
he's
went
like,
to the same recruiter or we went
we did. I don't think you met with my recruiter. We went to the same recruiting office.
office?
Yeah, I don't know if you dealt with a different recruiter though. I think, and because we were trying to go.
We're trying to
went
go together though.
We were trying to go Air Force, but then the recruiting office was closed. So while we were there, there was this Navy recruiter outside smoking, and he started talking to us.
Oh yeah, about traveling the world
And then,
and doing all
so
this
we're like,
bullshit.
okay, let's go Navy, and then try to be, work on an aircraft carrier or something. And then turns out I couldn't get a contract with the Navy because of my resident status, and you ended up going to the Army and becoming, if I remember correctly, you weren't infantry, you were something
EOD.
else.
I was EOD. My first contract was for EOD.
Weren't you like combat engineer or something?
No, it was EOD.
EOD?
Yeah, because then I remember I called Gilberto, my uncle, and he was bitching at me because I didn't go infantry.
Because I remember you
So-
telling me somebody told you to go infantry.
Yeah, so my uncle, so I got my first contract was to go EOD, and my uncle, I called my uncle and I told him like, hey, I'm going EOD, and he was bitching at me. He was a staff sergeant at the time, and he's like, put me in the phone with your goddamn recruiter. This fucking contract is gonna change, and he was bitching at the recruiter, and well, I got my contract changed to infantry, and he's like, well, that's what you wanna do? You wanna be a grunt? Be a grunt. I was like, fuck it, whatever. So that's when I picked up infantry, and I told you, as bitch, you gotta go infantry
Yeah.
because I'm going infantry. So I remember we were trying to pick,
We
We
trying
were
to ship out
actually
together.
ship
we,
out
we were
together,
gonna ship together, but I got
but
held
they
back
pull you
because
back,
of my
yeah.
they got,
man. I was a resident at the time too. Yeah, I was a resident at the
yeah,
time
but
too.
your card didn't expire till like
No.
way later.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
issue was that my card was gonna expire in like 2 months,
Okay.
and so I got my stuff renewed, but that wasn't enough for them. They wanted the physical card, which wasn't gonna come in for like 6 months or some shit, and so they're like, until you get your physical card, we can't send you. So they redid my contract for August, and I still remember that you went to basic, you came back August 19th. We saw each other on the 20th, and then I shipped out on the 21st to basic.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because I remember it was September. I got out in September out of basic.
Was it September? I don't know.
It was
No, I'm
September.
pretty sure I was.
Because October, as soon as I got out, we shipped out to Afghanistan in October. I was only home
I may be wrong about the month.
Yeah,
but
I was only home for like a couple of weeks. I remember
pretty
coming
sure it was
home.
August.
It was August.
Pretty sure it was August.
Because I remember I was at home for a couple of weeks. Then I had to go to Polk and then shipped out in October.
I'll
That's
look at my paperwork again.
Yeah.
But definitely, I remember you coming back. The next day we hung out for a little bit, and then the next day I shipped out.
Damn.
It was crazy. It was a crazy time.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah,
But
so.
it was good. It was good.
Nah, but it's like,
Yeah.
well, one of the reasons why I opened up this channel, man, it was at the beginning of the year. It was because we go through a lot of shit that we don't talk about. I didn't know about this shit. I really literally forgot that you didn't have no fucking connection to the BA at all. But it's like, did you guys get nationalized while you in service? Yes, sir, I did. I became a citizen before I even went to Afghanistan. It was actually on my graduation date. That's the day I became a citizen.
yeah, he told me about that.
And the reason why I did it is because, well, no one tell you. And look, man, if you are a resident in the military, it's opportunity for you to become a citizen without paying anything. They offer free school. They prepare you. You can go take the test for free. Everything is free for you. Do we need an attorney? Everything is free.
They take care of
They
everything.
take
They
care
even
of-
help you
they-
fill out the application.
Yeah, they take care of everything, man. The problem with that is I didn't know anything about it. The way I found out was like when I got there, we had a. It was a sergeant. He was a sergeant promotable. They always gave him Sundays to watch us. Uh, he was a sergeant promotable. I want to say he was from Puerto Rico, and he's like, "Hey, who's not a citizen?" And it was three of us. One guy was man, one guy was from Africa. The other guy, man, I want to say I can't remember. Broach, can't remember where Broach was from, and it was me. So we raised up our hands, and like, are you going to the class to become a citizen? They say yes. They even had the paperwork and everything filled out, man. I didn't know anything about it. Like, hey, man, nobody told me anything about this, so I really don't know. And he told me, like, I don't care if they told you or not, you going to this fucking class. And he drove us to the building, and like, he's like, look, tell him you're a resident and you want to become a citizen. So they helped me fill out the application and everything. I think it's like a 3 or 4 week class that you gotta take, and then you go back, take your test. First is your writing test, then is your
There's an interview.
it is
Yeah, I think
writing,
that's at the end.
reading,
Oh yeah, you have to be able to read and speak English, like a speaking.
yeah, and then is the interview.
Then the interview is the last part. Yeah.
Yeah, then is the interview. So once you go through all that process, that's when you become like they decide if you're gonna become a citizen or not. So fucking, that's how I became a citizen, man. So, well, my graduation day, that's the same way. That's the same day I became a citizen. So when I got out, I told this fool,
I didn't believe him.
make
I did not
sure
believe him.
you become a citizen before your ass gets out of the basic training. And that's because, like I say, no one told me. They, just happened that I was with a unit with two guys knew about it and I didn't.
Yeah, he came back home and he told me I'm a citizen, and I just started laughing. And I'm like, yeah, that's funny. He's like, no, I'm being serious. And then he told me about the they call it the Sunday class or something. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was on
Sunday
Sundays.
class.
And
Yeah, because they like either you go to church or you go to class.
yeah,
I
and
like, man, I go to class.
go to class.
Yeah.
And so when I went, they asked us, and it was 14 of us actually. It was 14.
It was only three of us.
It was 14 of us. And they told us, and but I knew because of you. And funny thing is, they lost. I think it was 13 of us turned in our paperwork on time, and then one of them turned it in late. Well, all 13 of us, they lost our paperwork or something, and the only one that became a citizen on our graduation day was that one that turned it in late. And so they were just like, "You're gonna get it at your next unit. Just don't worry about it." And sure enough, I went to Korea, and somebody over there emailed me. It's like, "Hey, we're doing your citizen thing." I had to go to Seoul, where I had to redo my interview, and then
Oh,
we did my ceremony, and I became a citizen of the United States in Korea, which was kind of cool.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go back to some 420 bit. Congrats, brothers. I had two
Thank
soldiers
you.
get their citizenship. It was awesome to be part of. I know, bro. Like, to be honest with you, if it's an opportunity, why not take it? I was like I said, I was a resident. When I came in with a visa. Then I stayed it after the visa expired, so I was illegal. So once I married my girl, I became a citizen, and then like it was crazy, bro, because I didn't even get to renew my citizenship. Like it was like I became a citizen before my resident card expired.
That's cool.
So while I was in Afghanistan, the FBI was looking for me because they were trying to deport my ass. So I was like, man, come on, pick me up. I'm in Afghanistan.
I'll
And
go
like
with.
I go home. Like we can sort this out back in the States, no problem. But yeah, man, it's a lot of like I said, man, it's a lot of benefits. I don't know why I never brought this up, well, cause he never brought,
Yeah, I never brought the paperwork. That's
Yeah,
funny.
no, no, like to become a citizen while you in basic
Oh,
training.
that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it's a lot of benefits out there, man, that we can get. Um, you know, is digging into them, looking for them, having somebody to help you. This is one of the reasons I love being here because, like I say, I'm going back memory lane right now. But at the same time, we got this knucklehead here that haven't become, oh, I haven't been to the BA yet. And the main reason why I got this is to provide links and help for people to go to the BA, see what benefits they apply, like they qualify for, And I'm glad you're here, Bato. Like I'm glad you called me. He called me yesterday, man, and we haven't talking in a while. Well, it's
I've
been
been
a
AWOL.
while.
I've been AWOL.
Yeah, he been AWOL for a minute. So I'm glad he called me yesterday. That's why he's here today. And again, man, I love sharing stories. I love talking to people about their military careers. Even though his was a short career, it's still something. You got something out of it. And why not get the benefits that you qualify for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got some comments. Joe, how do your family feel when you told them you joined the military?
That was funny actually because when I first joined, I was going Navy and I was gonna work on a boat on a ship. And so I brought them in to talk to the recruiter. I brought my parents in to talk to the recruiter, and the recruiter was like, "Yeah, he's gonna be on a boat. He's on a ship, and if he sometimes they get to fly the families out there on their way back. He's never gonna see the front lines. Blah blah blah." And then my parents were all like, "Okay, cool." They were little bit relaxed about it. And then I go and turn it around on them, and I'm like, "Hey, guess what? I'm going infantry." But they
Why he
supported
listened to
me.
me?
They supported my decision, and yeah, never never got sent to combat, but you know,
Hey man, don't listen to me when I tell you to do something. No, but hey man, that's crazy. I'm glad you fucking joined. I'm glad you getting. You need to get your shit
I
together
mean,
though.
if somebody asked me would I do it all over again, I would definitely do it all over again.
Hell yeah, me too.
Even the
Fuck.
bad parts,
In a
definitely go
heartbeat.
through it. Hell yeah,
Shit, I miss that shit every day. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
miss parts of it.
Nah, I miss everything. I wouldn't change anything. I miss everything. And one of the things that I like about this is 420 bit Sergeant P. Shit, never met this motherfucker in my life, and he was here last Thursday with us, and I was talking to this fool like I've been knowing him for a while. Like, is that brotherhood that never leaves, even though we never served together, even though it's different MOS, we went through the same shit, kinda. So he feels good, man. We got other people that came in, fucking Air Force guy. He was a MP. Never talked to this fool either, and we had a good conversation like nothing. So he's like, I want this to be open for everybody. And a lot of people are like, well, I was not a combat arms. You don't have to be combat arms to be in the channel. It's like we all went through different experiences, and I want people to see that not everybody goes through hell. Not everybody goes to combat. Some people got to chill. Some people got to travel the world. I like fucking Korea, Europe, fucking all over the place. So it's like that. It's nice when you have those deployments. You go to fucking what is it, South Africa? You go over there. It's a uh,
I don't know.
anyways, but it's like it's different places. 420 bid, Sergeant P. We wore that uniform. We are brothers. You got them right, bro.
That's true.
And I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that I seen the other day, I even screenshot some of this shit, and I sent it to my boy, Master Sergeant Infante. Uh, I've been one of the hardest things for me to have this channel is have veterans coming in. Not a lot of veterans want to come in. Like they like watching, but they don't like coming in.
It's hard to
So
talk about some stuff.
it's like, well, I never Sergeant P. Good example. He's like, hey, I can talk about Iraq, but I don't want to talk about Afghanistan. I respect that. You don't have to. It's shit that I don't want to talk about. I don't talk about it. But it's like I've been joining fucking groups of veterans on Facebook. I hate Facebook. I've never been on Facebook because people talk a lot of shit. They get on their feelings, and it's drama, man. So I made a post on Facebook. I'm not gonna say what fucking group, and I just put looking for veterans, looking for anyone that is free to come to my live this Thursday to talk about their military career. Well, one guy made one comment. Well, let's talk about this, this, and that. And then the other guy talk about like, whoa, motherfucker, we all lost brothers, blah blah blah. It's like so that one comment that got nothing to do with anything, man. They started a whole fucking shit in between two Marines. They were going at each other. Mind you, these are old fucking people, like 60s, 50s, I don't know. And they were going at it nasty. So what I do? took a screenshot, sent it to my Master Sergeant Infante, fucking Devil Dog, a Marine. And I was like, look, bro, I'm gonna delete this fucking comment because it's creating shit that, I don't want people to be talking shit. But even though, like, we are brothers, we are veterans. Hey, man, it's still hate out there, man. Like, what the fuck is going on with that? Like, I talk a lot of shit about everybody. I talk shit about Navy. I talk shit about fucking people that are not infantry. It's only two MOSs, infantry and then everybody else. I don't give a damn. But
But
it's like that's just
but in
talking.
the end, we're all brothers
Yeah,
and
but it's like
sisters.
you're talking shit. But then people take it to the heart, man. Like,
Yeah.
and it's crazy though. Like I don't want that. I don't want to fucking start fights for nothing. Like I want like all I say, who's free to come over here and talk about your military career, and they take it somewhere else and they started talking about wars. They talking about fucking all kinds of bullshit. And I was like, man, look, I can talk about that shit because and I even told him, I can talk about that because I didn't experience that. This is what I experienced. OEF 10, 11, you know. Well, I was there. Okay, so I can't talk about it. Like, you can tell me about it if you want to,
Yeah.
but I cannot, I don't know how to answer that. Like, you asking me, you'd like,
Like
I
me, I
don't, I
can't
don't
really
know
talk
what the
about
fuck. Like,
actual
yeah.
combat experience.
Yeah,
I've never
so,
been in actual combat,
yeah, like, so,
even though I was infantry.
and they fucking just went at it, bro. I like, god damn. So, hey, man, we need to stop that hate, man. We all went to different wars. Some of us didn't fucking went to war. It is what it is, man. We all signed up. We all fucking got that contract. We were, well, our generation volunteer. Other generations got fucking
Yeah.
told to
Yeah.
fucking go. So it's like for us, hey, man, it's no need to be having all this negativity around us, man. Like, we need to be fucking together. We need to fucking support each other. Yes, we're gonna talk. Are we gonna talk shit? Yes, we're gonna talk shit. All the
Definitely gonna
motherfucking
talk shit.
time. All the time. Love that shit talking. Don't take it to the heart, man. Like, fuck it. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
I got a buddy of mine. He's a Marine, and I give him shit all the time. But at the end of the day, I got his back, and he's got mine. You
I
know,
got fucking Sergeant P, 420 bed. Nothing happened till something moves. You're welcome for your fuel and ammo deliveries. Motherfuckers, some of the. Hey,
I mean, we
let
make
me,
as infantrymen, we make fun of
let,
of
let,
other
let, let me
people,
tell
but
you,
in the
hey,
end, we can't do our jobs without them.
but shit, like, I remember, look, I'm gonna tell you a funny story, man. I mean, I don't know if I told this story before. Now that we're talking about ammo deliveries. I'm not saying it was you, but it was probably you. No, it
this
wasn't
this
you.
is gonna be good.
So we were all in Bottom Calais. We had a 3-day mission, right? And it was the whole fucking unit. We had dismounts, we had snipers. My fucking platoon sergeant at the time thought that it was fucking Hua set up in the fucking middle of the village, where we got no motherfucking protection underneath the fucking hills, right there, right in the middle. When one click out was a fucking general with all their fucking security around them, and generals don't travel without security. So they had a badass security camp, and we're in the fucking middle of nowhere with 2 trucks, sitting down right there with a 120 gun. When I tell you we had bullseyes fucking screaming our names like this is it, this is us, bro. We went through ammo so quick. We needed an ammo drop. I want to say engineers that were supposed to drop off the ammo didn't want to go to our location. So we had to fucking go one click out
Where the general was at.
to pick up the fucking ammo and then drive back in. I didn't think it was us. Somebody fucking went for us to pick up our ammo and then drop it back in because we didn't move the gun. But it was like these motherfuckers didn't want to go in to drop off the ammo because it was too hot where we were at. Same whenever the engineers, when we're building up the cop, we had to fill up sandbags, with the shovels, not shovels, e-tools, and started working with Hescos because the engineers, they were too scared to go where we're going, where we're at, because it was too hot. What do? They drop off equipment. What did we do? We fucking figured it out and drove the fucking equipment. Like, I got a picture with a Sergeant Bearden with a 5K, and we just fucking around with the machines. But yeah, bro, like some of them is like, damn, bro. Yeah, I hope you were not one of those. Didn't want to go drop off ammo because it was too hot, man. But hey, man, it's been good. It's been good. I love being here, Vato.
Yeah,
I'm glad you came over. You know, now I can talk shit to you about trying to
you've
get
been
this shit
talking shit
done.
to me. What are you
I was
talking
trying to
about?
fucking get this shit done. Hey, man, next week this motherfucker is gonna be already going to the BA. I'm telling you this. Fuck, I finished my drink already. That's no bueno. I'm not sponsored by any of these. Don't drink at home. Stay sober. If you sober, I know Sergeant P is sober. Sergeant P, I'm drinking this for you. Um, nah, but yeah, man. Again, this channel is for everybody, man. This channel to is I want to say awareness is not the right word, maybe. Of benefits that we are entitled to. Um, a lot of veterans they go through. The reason why I asked I was transition is because a lot of veterans what they do they go through a period of time that is depression. Depression hits, you know, for some of us.
Yeah, I definitely went through that.
Uh, I will have one. This one is for you. Yeah, I would do. So a lot of veterans go through a depression. You know, I went through some of that shit without not knowing what it was. I would have been depression. I'll never go through that shit, but I went through it. Fucking anger issues. It's a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit that we act different. Everybody reacts different. Some of the shit that some of us did, it might be nothing to us, but it might be a lot to someone else to take in.
Yeah.
So one of the big things that I always leave right here underneath the description, the links for help. The BA gives you a lot of free help. And if you don't want to go to the BA can appoint you to a private physician that they got private physicians around them that they can give you a list. You can use this physician if you don't want to go to the BA. So it's a lot of benefits out there, man, for y'all. And this is the main reason why we're here. You know, it's another a lot of organizations out there that help veterans. You know, one of them is oh my god, I went blank. Bailey, Major Bailey, Major Bailey, big time fate. There's one of them. You know, but it's not just that. It's more. It is more organizations out there that help veterans. It's some of them that you can go in and they will walk you through how to apply for benefits. I don't know him by heart, but I got him linked up right here. 420 bits RMP. Cortez, what have you been doing with yourself since you have been out doing shit?
Doing shit.
I don't know. What happened.
Yeah, just fucking around. Recently I just started going to college.
When you got out?
Hmm?
What year you got out?
Of what? Of
The military?
2013.
2013.
I just started going to college like 2 years ago, two and a half, something.
Okay.
And cause yeah, I decided I'm done fucking around. I got to do something with my life, and started doing that. We'll see how that goes. Um, had some issues this semester, but definitely
What are you in college for?
industrial design. So basically, a product designer.
Product designer?
Product designer. But
Like invent shit?
yeah,
Like
yeah. Like, hey, I need you to design a cup. I need you to design a table. I need you to design a remote control. I need to design a radio or something. You come up with the design of it, the prototypes, shit like that, and just basically any product, you come up with it. And it's called
Awesome.
industrial design. It's pretty cool. I love it because you get to do a lot of stuff. You don't just work. Just it's not just graphic design. It's not just hands on. It's a little bit of everything. So definitely interesting.
is there a market for it outside?
Yeah, I mean, none of this stuff, everything you see around you, somebody had to design it.
I designed this shit,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
okay.
I did. I built this.
Yeah, but
Everything
who
is.
who designed the frame? Who designed the TV? Who designed the radio?
I don't know. Hey, that's
Who designed the camera? The laptop?
60 radios, man.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely something I wanted to say earlier on what we were talking about. When I transitioned They give you a lot of resources to help with the transition. They give you a list of resources of where you can get help and different types of stuff.
Really?
Make sure you look at that. Don't just do what I did and just like stash it somewhere. Because they help you with your resume. You can get help getting a job. You can get help with the VA and all that stuff. They give you a list of resources. It's not like you're just there on your own.
They didn't give me shit.
But um, it's just because it's a bunch of papers and you're just like, well, I'm done with that. I'll look at it later, and then you never look at it.
Oh no, I looked through my shit.
Yeah, I
I
know.
went through my shit and I fucking got everything. I even got in binders and everything. That's what I remember
Oh,
about
I
the
mean, yeah, I got my
medical.
paperwork, like my DD
No,
two
no, no, no,
fourteen and
no.
stuff.
Like everything they gave me, they give you a
Oh,
big old
yeah,
folder.
yeah. I still have it. I
I
just never
went.
looked at it.
Yeah, no, I went
Yeah,
through
make sure
everything.
you look at it. They have some good resources on there sometimes, like the VA stuff. I'm sure they have it. They have a list of where you can go look up what benefits you're entitled to and stuff like that. I just personally never did, but that's my mistake. Don't make that mistake.
Damn, that's good, bro. Whoa, man. To be honest with you, like I feel like this is this has been a different life. I had never got anybody get what is it, chapter 14,
Chapter 13, I think,
chapter 13.
if I remember
But you
correctly.
know,
I think
hey,
it
it's at
was.
the same time, like, hey, things happen for a reason. Maybe it was not meant to be. Maybe you got the wrong MOS for listening to my dumb ass. You know, like I said, I was gonna reclass, but I never did. I love the infantry. Like we all got different experience, bro. Like to me, my unit was badass. Like but it's like I don't, I don't blame always the soldier, but it's also the leadership. I don't know what kind of leadership you had, but that's why I asked.
I had
Were
both good
you
and bad.
planning on getting out, or were you just
It
fucking done with it?
it was a little bit of both. I mean, like I said, when I first got there, I wasn't planning on getting out. I might have even re-upped. I definitely would have reclassed if I re-upped, if I re-enlisted, because I really still wanted to do something with aviation. Even if I was done trying to be a pilot, I was like, even if I can just be
I
a
went
mechanic or
aviation.
just, huh?
I went aviation.
You went aviation?
Hated it.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know, but
yeah.
I've never actually done anything with aviation, so I wouldn't know how it actually is. But I figured if I couldn't fly the planes or the helicopters, I could just be around them. That would be cool. Do some kind of job on the airfield or something.
If you asked me what my MOS was for aviation, I couldn't fucking tell you. Like I went in for
What'd you do though? What were your duties?
I didn't do shit.
Mm.
I feel fucking people on their PT test, and now I
Oh
scream at
man.
everybody. Now, well, I was in reserve. I was a reserve unit.
Oh okay.
So that it was 1/158 aviation unit. I want to say it's 1/158 out of Conroe, Texas.
Mm.
And if y'all any of y'all watching, I hope that's the right unit. Fucking shitbags back in the day. For real, bro.
So
Like
you
not
got there,
no
huh?
fucking lie. It was fucking shitbags. I got there and I fucking made it even worse. Like fucking like, bro, no discipline, nothing, bro. It was nothing. It was horrible. So fucking, my first thing was do a layout. They were going to uh, they were going to Fort Polk. Mind you, at this time I'm in a fucking wheelchair because after my surgery,
Mm.
I was in a wheelchair for a year. So I was in a wheelchair. I went over there. They told me to do a layout. I did a fucking layout. These guys were missing half of their shit. And then I was able to drive. So they're like, hey, Siren, can you drive these guys to Walmart so they can buy what they're missing? I'm like, no. I'm like, what do you mean, no? I'm like, no. Let them fucking go out without the shit. That way they can fucking suffer. And
And they
next
can
time
learn.
know
They'll learn.
that they gonna fucking eat that shit. Uh, fucking, it's like, they send somebody else to take it to Walmart, and then I stay back, and they're like, I remember some NCOs were taking a PT test, and they always do the bare minimum. Like they will ask you, how many push-ups do I need to pass? How many sit-ups do I need to pass? And it was this fucking one guy, bro. Like I don't remember what was the minimum, but it was like he had like 45 seconds, and then he just needed one more sit-up. And he waited the whole time up, and I was like, bro, You just need one more fucking sit up to you. That's your bare minimum. No, no, no. I gotta wear like, bro, like fucking you getting tired, like, cause he gotta be in the up position, and then whenever he went down, like 5, 4, 3, he went back, and he couldn't come up. He
Mm,
just went like didn't count, failed, and he like I did it. Like no, you fucking didn't. And I start
he waited
failing.
too long.
Yeah, I start failing NCOs, and they're like, "Oh, you just fucking racist, not racist. Like you just fucking asshole. You been in. This is not the infantry no more. You're supposed to look out for NCOs. Like I ain't looking out for shit,
Not if they're
motherfucker.
doing this.
This is your goddamn
Yeah.
fucking job. Like how the fuck am I gonna look out for you? This is your fucking job. And like they didn't like me. I was different. I coming from infantry world. It's different.
It's different. It's definitely
And I
different.
was like, I told him, like, man, I want to get the fuck out of here, and I got out of there. 420 bed. Your NCO didn't take you to your clearing classes. You did clearing classes,
Like transitioning out.
I guess.
Um, my my sergeant, my squad leader didn't. They assigned somebody else to do it, and it was just kind of like, just go do there, go do that kind of thing. But no, my squad leader at the time, he was one of the best squad leaders I've ever had. I've had some really good squad leaders both in Fort Hood and Korea, and definitely in Georgia. I've had some bad ones too, some really shitty ones, but definitely had some good ones. He was definitely one of the best, and but he was busy like taking care of the squad and stuff, so he assigned somebody else to take me, and they were just kind of just go there, just go do that. Just they didn't want it wasn't their job to do, so they didn't really care.
Yeah.
So I just went, just did the checklist and transitioned out. Um,
That fucking sucks. Yeah, no, I didn't even know. Like the only class that we had, it was one they help you create a LinkedIn profile, um, and how to build a resume. That's the two classes
yeah,
that they give
yeah, they
us.
took. I mean, I had to go some
Is
classes where they
those are
give you all that stuff.
mandatories,
Yeah.
like LinkedIn profile and resumes. Once you get those checked out, that's it. You're
Yeah,
done.
it was some of it went smooth, some of it was a clusterfuck cuz like I remember I turned in my last day was a Monday. I turned in my barracks on a Friday. So I was basically homeless for 3 days.
Oh shit.
Good thing is the only thing I did was I went home cuz it was on a weekend. I went home, came back, fucking did the last paperwork, sent it to my unit or went to my unit, checked out, signed out and left as civilian. Like But if I hadn't been that close to home, I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to stay with somebody in their room because for
Fucking
three fucking
hotel, man.
days,
Shit.
shit, they weren't gonna pay for that.
No. What? Fuck, man. Well, I'm
But
glad.
some shit was a clusterfuck. Some went actually pretty smooth. Um, yeah,
Well, I'm glad you came over, bro. Like,
I'm
it's
glad
good
I
to
did too.
catch up. I fucking haven't seen you in a minute. Bo, last time I saw you, you had fucking long hair and fucking shit. Now fucking bald.
Lying down here.
Uh, man, anything you gotta say before we leave, bro? Before we kill it?
Um, if you're thinking about joining the military, don't think it's just one experience fits all. Every experience is totally different. You'll find some bad stuff. Everybody goes through some bad stuff, but there will definitely be some really good stuff. I mean, I made brothers. I've always wanted. I don't have actual blood brothers, but I've always wanted brothers. Definitely made brothers everywhere I went. Um, some of my leadership were really amazing. Um, Definitely changed my life, changed my perspective. So if it's something you want to do and you're scared because you think it's gonna go one way, there's no way you can know how it's gonna go. I was infantry. I figured one of the reasons I went infantry, even though I wanted aviation and stuff, was because I was like, well, if I go to infantry, they're gonna send me to Afghanistan. I'm gonna go to war. I figured, well, if I can survive war, I can survive anything. It was kind of like a test. But I never got sent to war, so I never got put in that. I never got tested.
I'm glad you did it.
It
I'm
happened
glad
for a
you did
reason. I do think it happened for a reason. But I assumed going infantry was definitely I was going to go into combat. So you can't make assumptions like that. You can go into the most far away from the front lines unit or whatever you can think of, and you can end up in the front lines where you can be a grunt and never get sent to the front lines. You don't know what's gonna happen. So if that's what's holding you back from doing it, don't, because you cannot know what's gonna happen. And like I said, even with all the bad stuff, I would go through it a million more times
Fuck
because
yeah.
it was a good experience. It changed me a lot.
Well, not the way the military is right now. If you send me back to the old days, fuck yeah.
Well, that's
You
the
send
thing.
me to
When
the
I
new military.
joined, I feel like they were going through a transition because
I
we
remember
had
I was
we had
talking shit to
privates
you.
talking. We had privates asking a staff sergeant why. Staff sergeant would tell them to do something. They were like, "Why?" I was like, "What? Did you just ask him why?" Like it did change. There was a little change, but overall, I would definitely go through it many more times.
That's good. Well, man, again, appreciate everybody that is watching, man. Thank you for the support. Again, one of the hardest things that I've been having running into is finding people that actually want to come to the channel. So I'm gonna try to do my best, trying to keep looking for people. Hopefully, anybody that is watching want to come over here. You know, anybody, any veteran that want to, they don't have to be physically here, but we can do over the computer, fucking I don't know, man. Like I just want to have everybody here, man, so we can listen to their experience, listen to what they went through on their military career, and hopefully they got a message for someone out there watching, man. So, man, appreciate you, bro, for coming through. I know it was fucking loud. I didn't think you were ready for this.
Thank you
Shit.
for having me.
Yeah, nah, like literally, this is what happened. He called me and he's like, "What's going on, bro?" It's like we need to catch up. I'm like, what are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Okay, we're doing a live tomorrow. Get your ass over here. So that's everything that I have. So it was when you say last minute, Frago, let's go. So yeah, man. Again,
Fucking QRF.
thank everybody that been watching here, man. Great live, Cortez says we you the best, bro. Good luck in school. Keep moving forward and go to the motherfucking BA. Don't be a
Thank you.
bitch.
Definitely will.
Well, the
I
last
will.
part I put it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
uh,
Definitely will. Thank you. Thank you
nah,
so
but
much.
again, man, everybody that been watching, man, thank you for watching. Sergeant P, I got something coming for you, man. He's not gonna be this Friday, but I'm gonna send it out on Monday. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. But again, thank you for watching, man. Catch